Top 10 Nootropics for improving memory. Number 1. Panax Ginseng. Panax ginseng is a traditional Chinese herb. It works by reducing the oxidative stress of nitric oxide, which helps protect the brain. It also helps to increase serotonin, the happy hormone. Number 2. Bacopa monnieri. Increases acetylcholine, which helps with learning, attention, and memory. Increases antioxidant enzymes, SOD and catalase, in rat hippocampus. Protects the mitochondrial membrane and prevents cytochrome C release, preventing the neurons from self-destruction. Protects against amyloid beta-induced toxicity, which is one of the most important factors in the development of Alzheimer's disease. Number 3. Hubertine A. In an animal model, Hubertine A restored healthy brain electrical activity, e.g. in animals suffering from lesions in this brain region, Hubertine A reduced the decay in cognitive and memory functions caused by the lesions. It works by increasing acetylcholine. It does this by inhibiting acetylcholinesterase. It also helps with memory by increasing the levels of NGF, BDNF, and TGF-beta. Number 4. Simax. Simax is a Russian drug used to treat head injuries and strokes. It has many benefits. One is its protection of brain cells in low oxygen. It promotes neuron survival when in this condition. Increases selective attention and memory storage. Influences the formation of new memories and learning processes. Increases selective attention at the moment of receiving information, strengthening and promoting learning abilities. Improves memory and attention in healthy men under extreme conditions. Mechanisms of action. Increases enkephalins, a natural opiate neurotransmitter, which helps with memory formation, consolidation, and reactivation. Enhances calcium ion accumulation inside the cells, which helps fight against brain degenerative processes. Enhances the production of proteins, immunoglobulin, that protect the brain. Number 5. Selenk. Selenk is a nootropic and anxiety-reducing peptide developed in Russia. It is a synthetic analog of a component of immunoglobulin G, tufsin. Selenk improved memory and brain function in rats with lowered learning abilities. Rats also optimized memory under conditions of high emotional stress. In rats, injecting 300 μg/kg of Selenk increased memory trace stability for 1 month. Selenk, 300 μg/kg, restored cognitive function, memory, learning, and attention to sensory stimuli, in rats with chronic artificial inhibition of the brain, cerebral catecholinergic system. Mechanism of action activates dopamine D5 receptor, DRD5, which plays a key role in the formation of memory and learning processes. Increases BDNF in the hippocampus of rats. Increases enkephalins, which plays a role in memory formation, consolidation, and reactivation. Number 6. Sodium butyrate. Sodium butyrate places the brain into a state that can benefit long-term memory. Exercise and sodium butyrate transform an inadequate learning event into long-term memory. Sodium butyrate increases long-term memory by increasing synaptic activity in the hippocampus long-term. Sodium butyrate also increased memory function in patients with age-related brain diseases. Moreover, sodium butyrate prevents memory impairment in experimental environments. Mechanisms of action. Increases BDNF, NGF, and GDNF. Stimulates the growth and development of nerve tissue. Number 7. Creatine. Creatine's main role is recycling energy, ATP, primarily in the brain and muscles. Creatine is currently in Phase 3 clinical trials for the treatment of Huntington's disease. Creatine, with or without exercise, synergistic effect when combined, protects the brain. It helps delay the progression of neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's. In elderly patients, creatine supplementation improved cognition and memory in all but 1 tests, showing that creatine can aid cognitive function in the elderly. Interestingly, creatine improved IQ, memory, and working memory in vegetarians. How creatine improves memory. Mechanism: creatine is stored as phosphocreatine, which acts as a high-energy reserve. Phosphocreatine decreases rapidly during brain activity. Supplementing with creatine, 2 grams per day for 1 month, increased average brain creatine by 9.7%. It acts as an energy source for the brain to focus on learning tasks, as well as an energy source for storing memories. Protects against beta-amyloid toxicity in the hippocampus. Protects neurons by maintaining mitochondrial energy production and protecting the mitochondria, by increasing mitochondrial membrane potential, reducing intramitochondrial levels of reactive oxygen species, and reducing calcium inside the mitochondria. Number 8. Glucose. Glucose is the brain's most important energy source. While glucose has many positive cognitive effects, memory improved the most. Studies show glucose improved cognitive functions in subjects with different neurodegenerative diseases. Enhanced learning and memory in healthy young animals and humans are. Improved verbal memory associated with conditions. Glucose levels are lowered following cognitively demanding tasks. Supplementing may restore positive effects. Significantly improved memory and attention in college students. Impaired blood sugar regulation is linked to cognitive impairments, especially visual memory. This impairment is worse in older individuals. How glucose improves memory. Mechanism: improves memory consolidation and memory coding when task demand is high. Increases insulin levels, which is linked to memory enhancement. Increase acetylcholine, which is critical in memory and learning processes. Glucose-sensitive neurons in the brain may serve as glucose sensors. Therefore, glucose may induce neural changes that improve memory. Prevents cell death. Number 9. Curcumin. Curcumin is a promising preventive supplement for Alzheimer's disease as it protects against neuronal self-destruction in rats, thus improving learning and memory abilities. It reduces amyloid-induced spatial memory impairment in rats. How curcumin improves memory. Mechanism: reduces levels of TNF-A and INOS in the hippocampus after subarachnoid hemorrhage in rats. In rats with traumatic brain injuries, curcumin helps improves cognitive function by increasing BDNF, CREB, and synapsin I, reducing oxidative stress, increasing synaptic plasticity, protecting against chronic stress, protecting against glutamate overexcitation, restoring glutathione levels and insulin receptors. Inhibiting inflammatory cytokines. Number 10. Citicoline. Citicoline is an important intermediate in the creation of phosphatidylcholine from choline. It helps improve memory and learning, including situations of impoverished environments, animals. Improve cognitive control, a frontal lobe function, in humans. Reduce memory impairments associated with brain diseases, chronic cerebrovascular disease, dementia, cerebral insufficiency, memory problems, dementia, and ischemic stroke. How citicoline improves memory. Mechanism: enhances membrane phosphatide synthesis. Decrease neuronal self-destruction. Increases glutathione, while decreasing oxidized glutathione.